Hello everyone, Namaste everyone. This is Shrikant Randal, and this live stream will be discussing with our students from AI&DS. They are in the first year, and it's for the first time that I have started using Moodle platform for engineering graphics. So they have been using it for a long time now, and I just wanted to take their feedback about what they feel. Is it good? Is it bad? Or is it somewhere in the middle? I just wanted to discuss informally their own experiences about using Moodle, and whether it has how Moodle platform in general has affected their learning. Okay, so that's the aim for this particular session. Some of the students said that they needed some time for prayers because it is evening session. So I thought while their prayers are completed, I'll just give a short introduction about what has happened and what is our agenda for today's session. Okay, so maybe around 10 to 15 minutes will be taken up by this introductory session, wherein I'll be explaining about what has happened and what we are doing today. Fine. After that, maybe around 6:15 or 6:10 to 6:15, we will start taking inputs from the students. Okay, a lot of students are still in the joining process. Hopefully they will all be joined by the time we start taking their feedbacks. And yeah, you can keep your feedback ready, whatever, if one or two sentences you want to speak about it, whether it's good or bad. Be no be Feel free to put forward your ideas and put forward your true experience, because at the end of the day our aim is to improve the teaching learning process. Fine. For you, the learning process; for us, the teaching experience. Both these we want to improve. Fine. So that the ultimate result is we will end up giving better engineers to the future of our country. Fine. That's the ultimate aim. So please feel free. There is no need to stay back. Hold yourself. If there is something bad, please let us know. We will try to definitely improve it in the coming time. And if something good has happened, if it has transformed the way you study, the way you experience education for the good, then please feel free to express that as well, because that will inspire us to keep working for improving this technology even more and even beyond what it is right now. So let me quickly go through this. So our college actually restarted the Moodle platform for our college this year. Fine. So about 1 year back, we had our own Moodle site. It was at a slightly different this one location. It was called moodle.methodist.edu.in. Now it's slightly different, and it's at Moodle 30. So this is the platform where our college faculties can all create courses for the students to use them online here. And I was introduced to the platform of Moodle during the Margadarshan program conducted at GRIET, that is Gokaraju Rangaraju College of Engineering and Technology. And ever since, I have been very much, what to say, inspired and affected by the capacity of Moodle. I've been trying to improve education system by using technology for a very long time. Even it goes back to my own student days. Since the time I was a student myself, I always thought that education, teachers and institutes are not utilizing technology to a very full extent. I thought the technology was improving at a much faster pace than at the pace at which we are implementing it or using it for teaching and learning. So my aim had always been to involve technology more for teaching and learning both, so as to give a better overall experience for both teaching as well as learning. As a part of that, I had developed a lot of models in AutoCAD first, and then I had uploaded it to AutoCAD 360 and made these 3D models available to all the students. The AutoCAD 360 app initially it was very good. It had the option to view 3D models also on the mobile, but afterwards, after some time, or every version of AutoCAD that came up every year, it was way different from the earlier version, and some of the features were completely removed from it, and some totally new features got added. And this presented a very bad kind of experience, especially when it came to sharing the models to the students, because at one moment they had option to view objects in 3D. In the next version, the option to view objects in 3D was completely removed, and this was very unsettling for me, and I started looking for other software. I came across a few others, and then there was this cloud revolution, and Onshape came along, and I have stuck with Onshape ever since. So that was my story about using CAD software for giving out 3D models. But even after that, the story continued, and I wanted an efficient method to test the knowledge of students, because testing, asking the questions, is a very, very important part of studying. Unless a person asks the right questions, he will not have enough curiosity to try and find answers to those questions. And this very process of finding answers to the questions, to getting answers to your curiosity, it improves the overall experience of education. And that's why asking the questions has been a very important part of my teaching learning style. I always expect my students to ask questions uh, in the class while they are learning, and that's what actually my teachers had taught me. That's how I learned in my student days, and happened to come out from a very good school, the Manik Public School at Humnabad. It's a residential school where I spent around 5 years of my life, and almost all the teachers over there, they used to encourage us to ask questions. Asking questions was a very important part of learning. That's what they taught us, and I didn't stop asking the questions, and probably it is the same thing which is still driving me forward. And I keep asking the questions, and the very process of finding answers to those questions gives me an enjoyable experience. And this experience actually results in me retaining the concepts for a much longer period of time. So that's the thing. That's how my life was going on, and suddenly I attended this faculty development program at GRIET, and there I was introduced to Moodle as a platform which could be used by colleges, and it was a freeware platform which anyone could download and use it either offline or online. And I started exploring the software more, and the more I explored this software, the more I found that almost any capacity or any service, or any feature that I ever wanted to develop myself was already present in this software, right? And so I was very much impressed with it, and I had decided then and there that I will soon be using Moodle platform for developing a lot of courses. By that time, by the time I had started using Moodle, I was already creating a lot of videos for my YouTube channel. I was creating a lot of content, whether it was MCQ or objective type questions, or 3D models, or animations, whether it was 2D or 3D, or using equations to get graphs to get equations. All these things I was already doing a lot, but Moodle gave me a very big chance. With a lot of features, I was able to not only present my stuff to the students, but also test whether the students are actually learning from whatever resources I have shared with them. And after being on and off for some time, the pandemic side actually completely changed the way we taught the subject. And I felt Moodle was a very, very, very important tool in the hands of teachers, and I kept developing a lot of content during the pandemics. When we were all sitting at home, I was able to develop methods, code generators for converting the objective type questions which were typed in Notepad into a code which could be directly uploaded to the Moodle question banks. And then this year, I got a good chance. I again got an opportunity to teach this subject, engineering graphics. It's been my favorite subject since a long time. Since my student days, it's been my favorite subject. And I thought the most of the videos were already ready for on my YouTube channel. And this time I thought I'll generate a question bank for giving random questions to every attempt for every student, so that the students can be given a free chance to attempt test anytime they want, instead of scheduling it at a particular time within the four walls with some time limit and physical boundaries and all. So that was my intention, and it's actually working out very well, because the response that students have given me, the A&DS students, it's huge, and every test has been attempted more than two times the total number of students who are going through this course. And I think this is a very good sign. It shows that students are enthusiastic about attempting the quizzes, whether they are understanding it or enjoying it or not, and whether it is useful to them or not, is something that I'm yet to figure out. And that's the primary reason why I've kept this informal session, so that students can share their ideas, share their experiences, what they felt, and how it affected their studying methodologies, so that this experience, this feedback can be used to shape up how we design the courses in the coming time. And yeah, and hope the process keeps continuing and becoming better and better with the flow of time. So it's almost 6:13, and I told I'll be waiting for about 10 minutes, in which I'll be covering the introductory part. Those who were not able to get a full introduction can go back to the live stream of the YouTube channel and watch it from the beginning. So I guess it's time. Most of the students have started coming down to us. They are joining around. Okay, how many? Around 14. That means including me. That so 13 students are with us right now. So I guess it's time that I start taking their feedback. Fine. So one by one, I request the students to raise their hands, because if I allow everyone to start unmute and start speaking, it will be very, very difficult for me to understand what you're talking about. So there is an option here for everyone in the mobile as well. I think you will be having this option. So just click on this and you will get a raised hand over here. Okay, you will get a raised hand over here, and in the same order I will start taking your feedback. Those who want to give the feedback can start giving it. Okay, so please raise your hands. If you're not raising, I'll have to point you out. Okay, good. Rahul, please unmute yourself, and if you can come on the camera, it'll be much better so that you can see you. It's your wish anyway at the end of the day. Okay, Rahul, are you there? Come on, it's just an informal meeting. It's not a formal meeting, or I'm not going to cut your marks or give you more marks
Yes,
for
sir.
this. Yeah. So please feel free to talk. Yes, Rahul, what was your
Okay, sir.
experience?
Sir, it is good, sir.
Have you
In the
used
classes also,
have you used Moodle software before this, or is it the first time?
first time, sir.
This is the first time. So in intermediate or
Yes.
in the school, were they using any other software for testing purposes?
No, sir. No, sir. It is
Oh,
my first time using the Moodle and also all the other coding languages.
okay, fine. So what did you feel? How did Moodle affect the way you're studying? Has it?
So
Yep.
at the beginning, I didn't understand anything, but slowly after one and other classes, I got something to learn, and it is also something good to learn because it is also new to me, sir. So I am excited also to learn it in future and also make some projects onto it.
Okay, so what do you think? If Moodle is implemented for all the subjects, will it be beneficial or not?
Sir, sir, it will be beneficial, sir.
Definitely beneficial.
Yes, sir. Skills of making diagrams of 3D and like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir,
The
animation all those.
Okay, so the 3D models which were shared to you, they were very easy to understand. It helped you understand the 3D model. That's what you
Sir,
want to say.
yeah, yes, sir.
Yep. So if you are comfortable with any other language, you can feel free to talk. Fine. तेलुगु కూడా మాట్లాడొచ్చు, हिंदी में बात कर सकते हो, मराठी कन्नड़ कन्नड़ भी आती है मुझे तो
हाँ, अभी पता चला, अब हुमनाबाद स्कूल बोले ना, उसलिए कन्नड़ा
ओके
पता चल गया अभी।
ओके ओके गुड। तो आप भी कर्नाटक से हो?
हाँ सर।
Okay, good to know. So anyone else, anyone who wants to speak, who wants to give their experience, who wants to share their experience, can raise your hand, and I'll start taking your feedbacks. Fine. So this is just an informal session wherein I just want to know how Moodle has affected your learning learning methods, or whether it has improved it, or whether it has affected it badly. If it has affected it badly, you can just let me know what were the reasons, and we will definitely try to improve it. One problem that was definitely most of the students were asking was the site was not loading initially. Okay, so that problem has been fixed, but uh, this solution has come with its own problem. I understand. Some of the images in wherever in the quizzes we had images, they are not visible right now, but we are working to solve it out. But the site loading problem has been solved completely, and now it's loading very fast. Fine. So that problem we have that has been solved. Apart from this, if there is any other problem, please feel free to share it. I'm not going to give you any extra marks for giving positive remark, or I'm not going to cut your marks for giving a bad review. This is just a way to find out what the effect of Moodle has been on your learning, and this feedback will be used to design courses in the coming future. So please feel free to start giving in your feedbacks. Anyone else who would like to talk? Fatima, are you there? Idris, Lakshmi, please unmute yourself and you can talk. Vaishnavi, okay, Maneeb, Umer. You can also share your experiences. If funny moments from the class or anything. If your friend was talking something about he was giving feedback, or it doesn't matter. Fine. You can, if you're fearing that I'll cut your marks, you can just say that my friend was saying so and so, and I just wanted to let you know about it. That way you will be safe. Come on. It doesn't help if I'm the only one who's talking. Okay. Sanath, are you there? Are you getting the sound?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. What did you feel? Is Moodle better or bad?
It's better.
Better.
The website is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we have we have to fix that the bugs also.
Yeah, loading problem has been fixed, as I told.
That
Images
coding.
have, yeah, while shifting the server, images have disappeared. We are fixing that also. But now onwards, whatever questions, whatever quizzes I develop, they will definitely have no problem, and they will load faster, and also they will not have any bugs. That has been fixed.
Okay.
Apart from this, is there any other feedback you want to give?
There is one thing.
Yeah.
So while in website,
Mm-hmm.
while locating the user interface
Mm-hmm.
in mobile devices, some of cases it's not getting clear.
Okay, can you share a screenshot of something if you know? Just open your mobile, open whatever page you are facing problem with right now on your mobile. Take a screenshot and share it.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So if it is a problem that we can solve, we will definitely try to solve it. I'm not perfect with coding, and I'm not the
Okay,
one who
sir.
is handling the Moodle platform, but I can forward these problems to the person who is handling, and we will definitely try to sort it out. So what about the quizzes? Are the quizzes very difficult or very easy or medium?
Okay. Not much very difficult, not much very easy.
Sorry, I didn't get your answer. Can you please repeat it, Anath? Okay, if you're going to keep quiet, I can just,
Sir,
yes, ma'am. Was it very easy or very difficult?
sir,
Same question. Yeah.
not very easy, nor difficult.
Okay, it's average. Okay, so there is one more thing I tried this time, that was connecting every quiz with the previous quiz. Fine. So unless you pass the remember level test, you will not be able to give understand level test. And unless you complete understand level test, you cannot give the apply level test. So what was your feedback? What is your feedback about this? Is this a good experience, or did you face any problems because of this? Is it better to disconnect them and provide each quiz always available, or do you think this method is better? Anyone who is ready, you can unmute yourself, you can talk. हिंदी में बात कर सकते हो, तेलुगुलो మాట్లాడొచ్చు, कन्नड़ also I know, and Marathi is my mother tongue, so any language you are comfortable with, you can use it. This is not a formal class. This is not a formal class. I have told you again and again, this is just a feedback class, and I just want to know how Moodle has affected your learning style, learning methodology, and if it has had a positive effect, then it's well and good. If it has had a negative effect in any way, we can think about improving it further. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'd like to say something.
Yes, ma'am. Manish.
Um, when in class, when we were doing Moodle,
Mm-hmm.
except of the logging issue, Moodle was very good
Mm-hmm.
and like it was very effective.
Mm-hmm.
But due to some personal problems, some medical emergencies, I couldn't have my devices with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was only having my phone. But the area I was in also wasn't having proper network, so
Okay.
I couldn't do any quizzes further.
Okay.
Because of which my marks are less. I would surely do it in 1 or 2 days. I'll put all the answers, but
Okay.
that is the only issue that I faced. That I couldn't do it theoretically on papers because all the things were online. That's the only thing I faced. Rest everything is perfect.
Okay. So having paper, is it required for for you to have paper and pen with you?
No, like we always did all the assignments on pen and paper and submitted
Mm,
via papers, right?
okay.
So
Okay.
doing it online, and I didn't
It's a
had
new
my devices
experience.
at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It made a little problem for me
Yeah,
because the
medical
board.
emergency is a different thing.
Yeah,
Emergency is a different thing. It was not in your hands, and I can't do anything. I can't do anything about it,
yeah,
right?
even you can.
Yeah.
Other
So
assignments I was able to submit
mhm.
because like other subjects I had to write on paper and give, so I did. But this one is only left, which I will probably do in today or tomorrow.
Okay. So one simple question: uh, was doing assignments on paper better, or online? Doing it online on Moodle is better. Which one taught you more? Which process?
Uh,
Yeah.
this online had been more beneficial.
Why do you think it is beneficial? Can you give some
Uh,
reasons, one or two?
well, on paper it was more like just directly copying things
Mm-hmm.
in most assignments like ES and electronics, we usually directly copy it from the book.
Hmm.
But in this one, we had to solve. You gave the problem and we had to solve, and via that, I we had to give answers online. That was a little bit different.
Okay,
So it has been beneficial because I was putting my own efforts in that.
okay, okay. That's a good to know, because that was a very intention uh, behind giving you the different problems and giving you quizzes wherein each question doesn't no question actually repeats for no two
Yes,
students. Fine.
and we can't find these answers on online also,
Okay.
because most subjects we can find answers online, but this is a little bit very
Yeah, this is
different to find online
okay, okay. So
from Google or something.
the thing is, I invented a completely new method for generating the code for the questions. Muni, we can please mute yourself while you're not talking,
Okay.
because that is giving some resound, and it's disturbing the audio quality. So the way I had invented a new method, that's what I was talking about. If you see here, this is Moodle gift close XML template generator, which generates the code for different questions. Okay. Once the questions are fed into this and the correct answers are chosen, it automatically generates the code which can be directly uploaded on the Moodle question bank. And from the Moodle question bank, every quiz takes random questions. And so if you go here and if you see the questions, I've not added fixed questions at every level. So you can see random questions from easy folder. There are 4 easy questions, there are 2 tough questions, and there are 4 medium questions. So I have created folders for to ensure the distribution of difficulty level, and also for remember level I have given very less time, so that you don't students don't get enough time to search it on Google or search it from the notes. The aim is that you answer the questions from your memory. Okay, so that after learning the concept well, you should be able to answer it on the spot within a few fractions of second. Okay, so that's how the remember level tests are. And then when it comes to understand level, we I provided you more time, a little more time compared to the remember level. At the same time, the difficulty was more. The difficulty was more because you were required to think a little about this, and that's why the time given was more. At apply level, again, depending on the situation, we have either removed the time limit completely, or some time limit has been kept where the questions are very easy to answer. And of course, you are free to give the tests any number of times, and that will help you to improve your marks if you are not able to answer them well in the first attempt or second attempt. That's the thing. Did I share my screen? Okay, I didn't share my screen. Now is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay, so I was showing you all this stuff and the screen was not shared. But anyway, it has got recorded on YouTube stream link. So if you were not able to get any part of it, you can always go back to the stream link and watch it again. Fine. So it's good to know that the purpose for which I started using Moodle is serving itself properly. So any other feedback you would like to give? Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anyone else? Siri, start from the bottom. Siri, are you there? Are you getting my sound? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
So what was your experience? Did you face a lot of problems while using Moodle? Was it your first experience of using Moodle?
No, sir. Before that servicing about that site was going on, only the problem I faced was I wasn't able to log in because of the load of the website. That's it.
Okay.
After that, I didn't face any problem.
Now there is no problem. Now one problem is remaining, that the images are not showing up in some of the quizzes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, they are showing up, but it is taking a lot of time for them to load.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because even okay, let me check it. In this AutoCAD user interface, there is an image. Is it loading properly after some time?
Yes, sir. It is taking a lot of time, but by the time we the image is loading, our quiz time is completed.
It's appearing like background image for dark markers, but it's not showing the image, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it loading near the end?
Yes, sir. Almost at the end, it loaded for me for one quiz.
Which quiz was it? Can you remember?
No, sir. Sorry, I didn't actually remember quiz name.
Because some quizzes I tried fixing them. I changed the questions,
Okay.
but during the test, the questions will not change. Is what I feel. Mhm. Anyway, did you try the test again? And the second time, did the image appear?
And no, sir. I didn't try it after that. Actually, that was the last quiz I did. So
If anything like this happens, please make sure you let us know. Either take a screenshot of
okay.
it or note down what error happened, in which quiz it happened. And of course, now a separate WhatsApp group has been created so that it doesn't mix up with other subjects. So you can
Okay.
let me know here. All the A and B
Okay.
section students are here on this group. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So anything else? We have anything else in terms of
Sir,
previous class?
about the exam, sir, we are going to have our myths, right? So, what about the theory part? How we are going to learn that? I want to ask that question.
In the final exams, even in internals as well as externals, I don't think there will be a theory question asked. Okay.
Okay.
But in the external examinations, a faculty will come from another college
Okay.
and he will be taking your Viva. You know what is
Okay.
Viva?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Viva is the questioning session, one-to-one questioning session. So each
Yes.
student has to go to the external faculty. He has to sit before them, and the faculty will be asking a lot of questions to the student, and the student is supposed to answer them. Okay.
Yeah.
So depending on this interaction, the faculty will be giving you some marks.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the only theory which I think will be useful to you.
Okay.
When it comes to the question paper, it will be entirely apply level question paper wherein questions will be given to solve a few problems. You have to solve the
Okay.
problems and maybe make some measurements like area, perimeter, and note it down in the answer booklet. That's it.
Okay. But we are going to have our myths, no, sir. So in the bench also the same thing is gonna happen.
Actually, this is a lab for you. So
Uh,
for
we we do have a subject, no, sir. Oh, not only lab, we have engineering graphics. We don't have subjects, sir.
no, it's not as a subject. Actually, initially it was a subject, and
Okay.
you were supposed to write a complete exam, 3 hour
Okay.
exam. You were supposed to write taking drafter and all the instruments. That's how
Okay.
it was for your seniors. But
Okay.
for 2 years back, the entire subject was changed to a lab,
Okay.
and which means it is technically treated as a lab.
Okay, sir.
So we will be testing you. Internal examiner will be setting the paper, and we are free to set the paper whatever way we like. If I want, I
Okay.
can conduct it using on Moodle also. But
Okay.
for final exams, we will be giving you a printed question paper. Okay,
Okay.
and you will be supposed to solve it on AutoCAD, note down the final answers, and show it to the internal examiner. Based
Okay.
on your execution, you will be given some marks. Based on your Viva, you will be given some additional marks. Based on your record submission, some additional marks will be given. And all these marks added together will become your final marks.
Okay, sir.
So when it comes to internal examination will have two parts. One is the assignment part, which is your record.
Okay.
So printouts you have to take and you have to write the steps. And for this submission, you will be given some marks. Second part is your Moodle quiz.
Okay.
Okay, so these two will become the major part of your internal marks.
Okay,
You
sir.
may also take one test wherein random questions will be given to you in the mid exam. Only one mid exam will be held for this particular subject. It's
Okay.
a lab. That's why only one mid exam will be conducted. And
Okay, sir.
I think it will be conducted between the first mid and second mid, or maybe after the second mid.
Okay, sir.
So any other doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So do we have any other questions from anyone else? Yunus, can you hear me? Yunus? Omer? Come on, please unmute yourself and you can put your experience in front of us so that we can know what you've been how Moodle has affected your learning process. Nabil, are you there? Can you hear me? Nabil? No response. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Um, are you connected through two devices? One of them you
No,
can,
sir.
because it was resounding. Your sound is resounding. So Nabil,
Okay.
would you like to share any experience of yours with Moodle?
No, sir. It's everything fine going on.
Mm. So is it better with Moodle or without Moodle?
It's better with Moodle.
Better with Moodle. Why? Can you give
Yeah.
me one or two reasons?
Uh, we are getting a good knowledge if we use Moodle,
Mm-hmm.
and we are getting different type of questions and all, and we are getting chances to be answered many of times.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's better to go with Moodle, sir.
Okay. I think Vaishnavi was telling us the image is appearing near the end, but here I see that it has not loaded. The primary thing is the image is missing from the database itself. I think this will never appear unless the question is fixed. So I'm working on it. I'll try to change this question soon so that this question will also be available to you. So yeah,
Okay.
Nabil, can you please continue with your what you were telling?
Yes, sir. I was just saying that it's better to go with Moodle. We are getting many chances to correct ourselves.
Mm-hmm. You're no longer
So,
limited by time.
sorry, sir.
I mean, for assignment there will be a deadline, right?
Okay.
And you can only submit it once.
Mhm.
Whereas here in the quizzes, you can solve it any number of times and any time of the day. Is that what makes it better?
Yes, of course.
Is there any other thing?
No, sir. It's going all right.
Have you used any online learning platform before in intermediate or in the school or anywhere else?
No, sir. No, I haven't done that.
There are many online learning platforms even going right now, like Byju's is there and other platforms. Anyone among you has had any experience of using those platforms? No? Okay.
Sir, I had a similar one, not exactly like Byju's, but in my college, when they used to conduct weekly exams
Mm-hmm.
for mains level,
Mm-hmm.
they used to give the exam on via online method. They
Mm-hmm.
used to have the time limit, 3 hours time limit, and we were supposed to start at 9 o'clock and end at 12 o'clock, and solve all the answers and enter it online.
Okay. So only
And we
one
used to
one
get the
attempt.
result within minutes.
Only
Yeah,
one
only one
attempt.
attempt, weekly one attempt,
Okay. Okay.
like that.
Okay. Fine.
And we used to get all the analysis, complete analysis, where we lagged and everything,
Mm-hmm.
correct answers, wrong answers, and everything.
Okay. So do you think if I implement that, will it be helpful? Apart from what we are already doing right now, because I'm giving right now any number of attempts for you all, but on times I feel that many students are copying the results from other places, even though I've tried to make it as hard as possible to try and avoid any copying chances. So will it be helpful if at the end of a month or at the end of a unit, at the end of a chapter, I keep one test, which is only one time attempt? Yeah, please respond. Yeah, if you don't respond, then how will I know what will help, what will not help?
Yes, sir, it will be helpful.
Okay, fine. So So we have done almost half of our course, right? So we come back here and go to the syllabus. About the course is where you will find the syllabus. Right here. And if you see here, except for cycloids topic, which I had left it, for so that we could do it at the end after all the topics are complete, we'll come back to cycloids. So except for that, we have come up to projection of lines. We were supposed to start this week, but a lot of disruptions actually came up and we were not able to hold labs. So, but we were supposed to complete till projection of lines. So 7 out of 18 is almost not halfway exactly, but near the half. So maybe by next week, I will take random questions from each of these topics and put up a test. And that test will be available for one full day. And once the test starts, it will be available for limited time, depending on how much. I'll just give you time, just enough to complete the test, so that others, again, there won't be any chance of copying or anything. So that I'll try to do by the end of next week. Okay. So anything else from your end? Any other person would like to tell anything? A lot of students who joined it, they didn't even speak once. Yunus has not responded. Umair, are you there? Mani Reddy, are you there? Can you hear me? Mani? No response.
Hello, sir.
Ah, yes, Yunus. Tell me, Yunus.
Hello.
Tell me, tell me.
Is my voice audible?
It's breaking
Hello.
slightly.
Hello.
Yeah, your voice is breaking slightly. Maybe it's the internet problem. You can go to shift to a better place.
Okay, sir.
Reach to a better place and then unmute yourself. I'll give you a chance. Okay. Meanwhile, let us see if others are ready to tell. Mani Reddy? Okay, he has left. Mani Reddy?
Hello.
Yes, Yunus.
Now my voice is proper.
Yeah, it's correct, but some background noise is coming up. Fine, you can start. So, what was your experience of using Moodle?
It was a great experience, sir, using Moodle because we are having notes there,
Mm-hmm.
so we can refer to the notes before solving the problems.
Mm-hmm.
And in problems also, we got multiple times options. We can rectify our mistakes.
Mm-hmm. So, have you gone through the review every time you made a mistake? Did you learn from the
Yes,
mistakes?
sir. Because every time there is not the same question coming, no, sir.
Yeah. So that's why you studied the mistakes, or you didn't study the mistakes because there was no use.
No, sir. I studied that.
Okay. So every time you made a mistake, you learned from it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what else? Are there any other reasons why you enjoyed doing Moodle?
No, sir. I haven't used any of the other online platforms. That's the reason I don't have experience in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's my first time.
Okay. So the experience has been good so far. That means.
Yes, it was great.
So if I ask you one thing which can be improved, what would that be?
What I could say, eh,
There are lots of things. Yeah.
I haven't found anything, sir.
You haven't found
But
anything. There may be two reasons for that. One is you're not thinking high enough. Second is I've reached ultimate point, the highest perfect point. I don't
in
think.
before some time it was problem in loading of site.
Yeah, loading problem has been solved now.
Yes, as per now it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Any other things you expect from this?
No, sir.
No,
No,
you don't want videos.
sir. Your YouTube channel is there, no, sir, for you for videos.
Yeah. So videos you are using from channel.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sometimes, not every time.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be frank, sir.
Yeah. This session is to be frank. It's an informal session, so you can share your experiences. If made some jokes around with Moodle, you can share that as well.
No, sir. At that time only, I have submitted all the answers, but still I got zero.
When
When the site was going busy, sir,
uh-huh. So
there was
why
loading
was it
problems.
zero? When did you review your mistakes? Were your answers
No, sir,
wrong
it
or?
was zero because of the internet issue we had.
Acha. So maybe your answers didn't get recorded because of the
Yes,
load. Yeah.
that would be the reason.
Yes. Because in review it will show now. If you have marked the
Yes,
answers,
yes,
definitely it will give you marks.
yes.
Yeah. If you didn't mark the answers, that means they didn't get registered. Right.
Yes, we haven't got registered.
Okay. So anyone else would like to put up anything? Yes. Yunus, you were telling. Yeah. Everyone is shy. So Yunus, you can continue for some more time.
Yes, sir.
Nobody is ready to unmute and start talking. So you can continue if you have any more experiences you want to share.
No, sir.
How many of your friends have been copying from others?
That how could I say, sir? That
Did anyone ask you the answers to any questions?
no,
No,
not
not yet.
yes.
Okay, so what was the reason for it?
It may be they haven't done before.
Okay, or they don't trust your answers?
No, sir. I think they would. But sir, they can check my answers. No,
No,
how much marks I
they can't
they can check. No, they
check
have
your
the
answers.
notes.
No, they can't check your answers because everyone has to sign in using the user ID. No, they can check
Oh,
their own mistakes, but not your mistakes. Okay.
oh, that's okay.
So that is how Moodle has been designed. Okay, every student will be in his own nutshell, and
They will have. It's like they will have their own privacy, right?
yes, definitely. Even your marks will not be visible to others. Okay. Their own marks will be there. They can watch it, learn from it. They can compare their own marks with themselves. They will be always competing with themselves. That's the thing.
Okay.
Sir, the
Yes, sir.
first quiz in Moodle was the funniest one, the funniest experience,
Which one?
because in that there was some questions. First quiz, it was there was some questions like select the correct answers, and then the options were tick and wrong signs. But I was thinking,
Okay.
where is the question? And I tried to, put the answers, but I was so confused, and I attempted 3 times, and 3 times I didn't get the marks because
Now
of that.
this is a demo test, ma. Demo test. You know what
Yeah,
was the
that demo
purpose?
test.
Yeah. What was the purpose of the demo test?
To check if whether we can use the system or not,
Yeah.
I guess.
So to make you acquainted
But
with the
that was the
Moodle quiz.
funniest experience.
Of course,
I
it
attempted two
was
or three times that.
it was meant to be funniest so that students could get encouraged to answer it. Okay, because what happens, because most of the students we will be using the online platform for the first time, they will be very shy. Okay, and they will not even touch it. Okay, so some of the questions I wantingly made them so funny that you will enjoy doing it, and all the fear and all the shyness that you might have in starting to use the Moodle platform should go away. It should dissolve. That was the very purpose of creating the quiz. It's good to know that it served its purpose. So anything else? Any other moments which you'd like to share? Which quiz was the toughest till now? Anyone can answer. Come on, put in the comments if you feel shy, in unmuting and talking to us. You can put them in the comments. Which was the most difficult quiz? I'll just put all the quizzes in front of you if you can't remember all of them. So okay, let me go back here. Open all. Fine. So all the quizzes are open here in front of you. Maybe all of them cannot appear on the screen at the given same time, but just scroll that for you all to see over. Which test was the most difficult? everyone will have different answers to this. There's no fixed answer. Okay, so just let me know which test challenged you the most. Okay, no response coming. That means
Conic sections did, sir. I felt conic sections were a little bit
so conic
harder
sections.
than the orthographic projections, because that was a new concept completely, so it was a little bit hard to understand at first.
So did the notes help you? Or what notes we have kept?
Yes, sir, it did. I made all the points and everything in the book, as you said, of all the keys and everything, commands and all. So that helped up. But in I faced a little bit confusion in one or two classes at the time of involutes and all,
Involutes also.
conic section. Involutes and conic sessions. That time I faced a little bit problem. Then orthographic projections were came very easily to me.
Okay. So orthographic projections, they are logical, completely logical. There is nothing to remember in there. Whereas the previous ones, especially the curves, you have to remember the steps. That's probably the one thing which makes them a little more challenging, because there is a lot of theory behind the curves. We need to understand those if you want to be perfect in this. All right. Any other answers? What about others? Okay, most of them have left. Lakshmi Devi, are you there? Are you getting the sound? Lakshmi, come on, unmute yourself. Respond. Anyone else?
Sir, in orthographic projections, we saw that there was like more than one way to draw the 2D figures. Once we took one face, front face, once we drew it, there was more than one way to draw the top face and the side view, because we just, if we take the orthographic lines, projection lines and extend it, I saw that there were more than 2-3 methods to draw the same face, same side.
Oh.
Your method was completely different, and the way I tried was different, but the same output came in the end.
Yeah, the order of drawing was different. That's what you want to say?
Yes, order of drawing was very different, but the output was same,
Yeah, the
and
final
it was
output.
perfect
The
diagram.
final output should be same, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting to know how many different methods can we like derive
not the different
to
method.
solve a
No,
problem.
come on. There is a difference between a method and the order of drawing. Okay.
Yes, order of drawing.
So definitely you used the same commands that I told you about. Any other command?
Yes. No, sir. With the same commands only, but order of drawing was very different.
Yeah. So that means it's not a different method. It's a different order of completing the diagram.
Order of, yes.
As soon as I started answering this, I mean asking this question, I was confused. How many same question cannot have more than one solution? Actually, that is possible in the next topic. When you come for projection of solids or projection of planes, here there is more than one possible solution. But still, the question that we are asking finally, like find the total area and find the total perimeter, those values will be same. But the final diagram, there will be more than one possible correct solution. That is possible in planes and solids. So I was wondering how the student is having a doubt from the topics which are not covered. So you were talking about the order. Okay, there may be multiple
Yes,
orders.
because some of the students beside me and all, what they try to do is follow the exact same steps, same order as you did.
No, that's
They
not
try to
necessary.
memorize whatever you said.
No, no.
So after 2 or 3 steps, they forgot what to do. They forgetting
You
many
see,
steps in between. So I said,
that's what
try
happens.
thinking on your own.
Yeah, that's what happens if you try to be a parrot. Engineering is not about playing a parrot. All other education, I mean, throughout education, you can pass, you can get through the examinations by being a parrot, but engineering is not something you can pass that way. Even if you pass that way, even if you get 100% marks by being a parrot, it's of no use. Fine. You must learn how to understand the stuff. unless you understand, you will not be able to get successful. So only 3 students are left. So you can all unmute yourself, I think. Whatever you have, if you want to discuss, you can just openly discuss it here. Because, yeah, Rahul, please unmute yourself.
Sir, are we having this engineering graphic in the entire 4 years of engineering,
No,
sir?
no, no, you can relax. This is only for first year. Fine. But whatever you learn here will be definitely useful to you, because you will be dealing with a lot of graphics when you go for software development. You will be developing user interface, you know,
Uh-huh.
user interface. You will be developing buttons, shapes, and all. Maybe you may have to develop games. If you are developing games, again graphics will come in very, very handy, you know.
Sir.
So we have just given a basic introductory course on engineering graphics to you, but you may have to deal with a way more complex graphics than what we have taught to you here. Okay.
Sir.
You will have to deal with splines. You know what is spline? You're using a
Yes,
spline
sir.
to join a
Yes,
few
sir.
points, right?
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
Yes, yes. So you may have to code how to generate the spline
Uh-huh.
when you are working on
But,
the on a game, suppose, let us say. Okay.
yes, sir.
If you are controlling the path of some free falling object in air, in mid air, like rocket or something, then it has to follow a certain
Mm-hmm.
path, you know.
Sir.
If it has to pass through a few points, then you have to generate a spline from those points.
Mhm.
So
Yes, sir.
you will be dealing with a very way more complex graphics compared to what you are learning here, but this will definitely be useful to you over there.
Sir. Sir, that product that 1 second, sir.
Sorry.
1 second, sir. Sir, projection of points. This topic is it in YouTube, sir?
I think it is there. I think I had created some videos. I remember having recorded it. Let us check it once again.
The basic of.
So, sir, our portion does also include 2D to 3D objects as well.
2D to 3D will come at the end. You can see here isometric
Okay.
projections are there now.
Yes.
So this is where you will need to convert 2D diagrams into 3D.
Okay.
That's the last topic. Talking about points, right?
Sir.
Engineering drawing, where is it? So this is the complete playlist containing all the videos.
Hello everyone, my name is Shrikant.
And yeah, projection of lines, points theory and problems. Is it there now here?
Sir, in that playlist, are we having entire syllabus, sir?
Most of the syllabus is there, but not only few problems have been covered here.
Okay, sir. Just I need some basics regarding that one, sir. Projection of points
You
and.
can go through this list. It's having most of the videos and most of the syllabus is covered. Okay. At least one
Sir,
question is
because
solved from every topic.
yes, sir. Because without basic, I can't do any of the problems, no, sir.
Yeah.
And even I was absent for many of the classes, sir.
You can take a book from library also. That way also you can go through. Some notes are also there which are supposed to help you, but I don't think they'll
Sir,
be.
but but video can make it easier
Yes.
than reading the
Yeah, I
books.
understand. I completely agree with you. One video is there. Try to go through it, and if it is not completely clear, or if you are having any doubt, you can always ask me. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You can ask your doubts on WhatsApp any time of the day. I'll try to resolve it.
Sir,
But
you are on other social medias as well.
I don't find time to be on other platforms. I have created the IDs, but
Actually, I found a reel some days ago
uh-huh.
which was like a meme on engineering graphics subject.
Mhm.
So I thought of sending you that, but I didn't knew your ID
Where did you find that reel? Instagram?
on Insta. Yeah.
Instagram. Is there no option to share a link from Insta?
I'll download and send you, sir. No
Don't
problem.
need to
I'll
download.
download that video and send you, sir.
No, no, don't download. Downloading is a bad thing for people who create the content. I
Okay.
think I'm there on Instagram. I don't remember.
Okay, sir. I'll share the link of that video.
That will be better. Because as a content creator, I know how difficult it is, to create a content. At the end of the day, if someone is downloading it, it's like cheating, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I sent it in the group, sir.
Okay. Is it very funny?
It's on how students prepare for engineering graphics exam. That's it.
Okay. I just hope this will not put a strike on my channel, or I'll just watch it later. Okay. Because
Okay,
if we run some content which is copyright of others, then we'll get a flag on the YouTube channel. I'll watch it later, and because you have shared it in the group, maybe others will also enjoy it definitely. That's what I'm talking about. Fine. If you are responsive, if you let me know what problems you are facing openly, informally, we will get a better idea about what we are doing, whether we are doing it right or wrong, or how to improve it in the coming time and all these things. Okay. So it's 7 right now. We have spent about 1 hour in this stream. So, yes, ma'am. Sanath?
Sir, you have given AutoCAD license, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, for what is the expiry date, sir?
1 year it will be working, ma'am.
1 year. After 1 year.
After 1 year, you can come to me again. I will activate once more.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, in the beginning, as you were doing the AutoCAD like Moodle, did you face any problems, sir?
Yeah, definitely. I faced problems. I did face my problems because Moodle was a new platform completely for me also. But the thing is, I was enthusiastic, just like you all. And in spite of facing all the problems, you have solved every question, every quiz so many times, and that's what I did. And every time I failed, I tried once again. I kept trying, and there is another website. This is where I do all the experimentation. Okay, academate.moodlecloud.com. I was very fortunate that I created this ID before they stopped giving unlimited license. Now this is very, it's very difficult for us to create an account which we will have forever.
Oh.
Moodle Cloud doesn't offer perpetual license anymore. So one old account I had created, and that's what I continue to use for all my experimentation. So
Sir,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
you done learning the Moodle after the engineering, sir, or during the engineering only, sir?
During my engineering, we internet was new to us.
Oh.
There were no smartphones. Internet was like a luxury. It was, and it was very different time. Yeah.
So that means you have more focus at that time. You may have more focus on that Moodle and everything, because we are having many other subjects also, no, sir. So we can make it particular subject to learn.
No, that's what, I understand that you don't have enough time, but also it's also important that you understand the topic. Correct.
Okay.
If I just give you 1 or 2 assignments and if you copy it from others, will it help?
No, sir. No.
That's the intention behind using Moodle. Fine.
So, where did you born, sir? In Maharashtra or Karnataka?
My studies, most of it I went through at Karnataka. Then after my engineering, that's when I shifted here to Hyderabad because my family was here. Then I started teaching.
Sir, no, sir. Your birthplace.
Birthplace is Bidar, North Karnataka.
So that means you are at the border of Karnataka and also Maharashtra.
Yeah.
So
Yes. That's the reason I know so many languages.
Even I am from Bidar only, sir.
Okay, where
I know a Marathi, Kannada, and other language, Rajasthani,
where
other languages
where at
also.
Bidar?
Sir, Bhalki.
Halki. Okay, it's near. I'm
Yeah.
even Taluka is Bidar for me.
Sir, you are from Humnabad, where our relatives stay.
And I'm not from Hamnabad. I
But
studied at Hamnabad for some time.
for some time.
Yeah, because there is a residential school over there, Unique Public School.
Uh-huh.
I was pushed there for 5 years because I was very naughty in my student days. My father told that go जाओ सीखो कुछ सीखो बन के आओ.
मगर सॉरी सर,
Yeah.
मगर आप एक एकदम ऐसे कर्नाटक के ऐसा नॉर्थ के ही दिखते सर आप, साउथ इंडियन नहीं
मैं
दिखते सर
मेरा
आप.
मदर टंग ये नहीं है ना, कन्नड़ा नहीं है ना, मराठी है.
हाँ हाँ, मराठी है, फिर भी आपको आता है ना सर.
मतलब क्या आता है, मतलब एक्सेंट थोड़ा डिफरेंट लगता है या क्या लगता है?
आपका पूरा नॉर्थ साइड का ऐसा पैसा दिख रहा है आपका.
देखने से लगता है ऐसा.
हाँ, देखने से भी और जरा बात का भी वैसे.
ओके. तो घर पे तो पूरा मराठी है, मतलब घर पे में पूरा
हम्म,
मराठी नहीं है एक्चुअली. बिजनेस लैंग्वेज हमारा हिंदी है.
हाँ हाँ.
जब कोई बिजनेस की कोई बात होती है तो हम हिंदी में बात करते हैं. घर का
हम्म.
कोई काम होता है तो मराठी आ जाती है. तो मराठी भी
हाँ.
मेरे को प्योर नहीं आती.
आप उधर से इधर से उधर होते हो ना.
तो मेरी मराठी सुन के हमारे आपके मैडम भी नहीं समझ नहीं पाते कुछ कुछ टाइम पे. कुछ कुछ वर्ड्स पूरे कन्नड़ के हिंदी के मिक्स रहते हैं ना. तो आपके मैडम पूरा महाराष्ट्र से हैं तो उनका मराठी एकदम प्योर.
हाँ.
ऐसा होता है.
फिर भी हमारा क्यों बोले तो बॉर्डर पे है ना सर, हमारा एग्जैक्ट मराठी नहीं रहेगा.
यस यस
प्योर.
यस, डेफिनेटली मिक्सअप तो होते ही है.
हाँ
हम्म, महाराष्ट्र साइड में रहता है प्योर मराठी. वहाँ की मराठी में एक्चुअली वहाँ पे भी कुछ दिन काम किया मैं.
हाँ सर.
इवन मेरा मराठी मदर टंग होने के बावजूद वहाँ की मराठी मुझे कुछ कुछ शब्द समझ में नहीं आते थे, मेरे को पूछना पड़ता था बार बार. तो होता है ऐसा.
फिर भी सर आपसे बात करके इतना अच्छा लग रहा है, मगर एक क्या बोले तो मूडल एक अच्छा से मेरे को अभी समझ में नहीं आया ना, उसलिए जरा
थोड़ा
अंदर ही अंदर
टाइम लगेगा. डोंट वरी. कोई भी चीज़ से कभी जब नहीं आती है ना तो उसको डटे रहना चाहिए, है ना.
हाँ सर.
अगर हम उसको उससे डर के अगर छोड़ दिए तो वो डर और बड़ा बड़ा हो जाता.
हाँ सर.
मैं स्टूडेंट्स को यही बोलता हूँ कि भाई डर को पाल पोस के बड़ा मत करो, है ना.
हम्म.
अगर डर से आप
हाँ
डर गए तो वो बोलता कि भाई इसके पास रहना है, ठीक है.
हाँ सर.
जो डर गया मेरे से तो भाई डर और बड़ा हो जाता हो छाती फुला के.
हम्म.
तो आप उस डर को बार बार फेस करना, डरना नहीं उससे.
हाँ सर.
वो जब डर बोलेगा कि भाई इससे इससे इसके पास रह के क्या करना है यार, इससे कोई फ़ायदा ही नहीं है, मुझसे डरता ही नहीं
हम्म.
है ना. वो
हाँ
भाग
सर.
जाएगा आराम से. तो डटे रहो, नहीं बार बार कोशिश करो, टाइम निकालो. क्योंकि मोबाइल तो भाई आपकी जेब में ही है, कब कब जब चाहे आप ओपन करके उस पर लग सकते हो, राइट.
हाँ सर, करेक्ट है सर.
और मैंने कोई लिमिट भी नहीं रखी है अटेम्प्ट्स पे. बस
हाँ
अभी
सर.
आने वाले दिनों में मैं कुछ टेस्ट ऐसे भी क्रिएट करूँगा जिस पे वन टाइम अटेम्प्ट होगा.
हाँ सर.
तो वो भी ज़रूरी है क्योंकि
हाँ सर,
नहीं तो
कुछ
सीरियसनेस नहीं आएगा.
समझ में आ गया.
सीरियसनेस नहीं आएगा नहीं तो
हाँ सर.
कंप्लीट प्ले के जैसा हो जाएगा. वैसा भी नहीं
हम्म.
होना चाहिए. इसीलिए थोड़े
हाँ
टेस्ट
सर.
ऐसे भी रखेंगे. तो तब तक आप देख लो, अच्छे से समझ लो इस चीज़ को.
हाँ सर.
अभी कुछ डाउट आता है या कुछ
थैंक यू
समझ में
सर.
नहीं आता तो व्हाट्सएप तो है ना वो.
हाँ सर. हाँ सर.
तो इसके लिए इंजीनियरिंग
थैंक यू
ग्राफिक्स के
वेरी
लिए
मच
एक
सर.
सेपरेट ग्रुप भी बन गया है अभी तो.
हाँ, अभी बन गया आज.
दूसरे लेक्चरर्स भी नहीं रहेंगे वहाँ पे, तो बिंदास आप जो भी है डाउट्स पूछ सकते हो.
हाँ सर.
ओके.
हाँ सर.
हाँ मसनत.
थैंक यू सर.
यस.
Sir, can we change Moodle password?
Yes, you can change Moodle password. You should go to profile, I think.
Yes, sir.
If you go to profile, you will get an option there. I think edit profile or something. To edit profile
It's not showing.
and you will get new password here. Okay. Are you getting it?
But there is no password option.
Or you go to preferences. You see preferences here? Or screen shared nahi le na? Sharing the screen again, check it. Can you see the screen? So if you go here, click on your name, you will get option called preferences. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Go to preferences and you can see this here, change password.
Okay.
So from here you can change it.
Okay.
But before changing, please write it down somewhere. Write it down in your book. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Once you change it again, if you don't remember, then you'll have to again come to me for resetting it.
Okay.
So it becomes a big headache every time because a lot of students change the password and then they come to me for asking again. Okay.
Okay.
Why someone else is using your account?
Someone may use my account.
Okay.
They may use and change my manipulate my data.
Okay. So you can change your password from there. You go to preference and change it.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay.
Okay, so I think it's 7:12 now. We have been online for about 1 hour. I think it's time for us to close this session. If you have any other doubts, Munir, Sanath, you can ask. If you don't have any, we can leave.
No doubts.
Okay.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, Madan. So all the best in the coming time. Keep giving the same response that you have been giving till now. And if you feel that you have any suggestions, feel free to give it. Okay, just put a message in the WhatsApp group. If you feel shy in putting in WhatsApp group, then you can personally send it to me. Right? Because it will help me to understand what is happening with you all, and if I can, change my process, change my methodologies to help you learn better. That is the ultimate aim of doing all this hard work. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay then. Fine. I'll end this session and stop the broadcast. Thank you. Fine. So that was those were a few students from my classroom giving their feedback on the new Moodle course that that I have started using over here. So what do you feel? So if you are watching it on YouTube, the live stream, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And what do you feel? Is this Moodle platform good or bad? We have received some. Okay, we have received some comments over here. Hyderabad Temple Streets says hello, sir. Good evening. Okay, very good evening. Anuradha Reddy, I think she's not sure, but maybe she is a colleague from college. Good to see your interest, Shrikant sir. Okay, thank you, ma'am. So with this, I think it's time for us to stop. Goodbye. See you in the next stream some other day with some new topic, and hopefully you will continue to support me the same way. Thank you.